Get ready for the action because we are diving straight into the biggest predictions for Backlash 2026. We start with the intense rivalry between Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker. We break down the 5 shocking ways this clash could end at the WWE Backlash 2026 showdown. We'll explore everything from a small package finish that keeps the feud burning to a chaotic double countout brawl around the arena, and see if Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins can pull off a heroic intervention to save Rollins. This is the story of how this massive feud could finally reach a conclusion.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the massive card announcement for WWE Backlash 2026. We are confirming that the highly anticipated matches featuring Seth Rollins vs. Bron Breakker and Trick Williams vs. Sami Zayn will be airing in the first hour on ESPN2. We'll break down the history behind the Rollins and Breakker dynamic, looking at how Breakker's recent actions have shifted the power dynamic, and what we can expect from their explosive confrontation. Now we shift focus to the shifting loyalties and trust issues bubbling up on Monday Night Raw. We examine the tension surrounding Seth Rollins and Roxanne Perez as Liv Morgan questions the loyalty of Perez after her meeting with Finn Balor. We also look at the intense contract signing between Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu, where Fatu reveals his desperation to win the World Heavyweight Championship, setting the stage for a monumental clash at Backlash. Finally, we wrap up our Backlash 2026 predictions by looking ahead to the wider landscape. We are diving into the full 2026 Backlash predictions, including some major thoughts on Roman Reigns, schedule change, and we even have to wonder about the impact of Brock Lesnar given the SummerSlam poster. Don't miss a second of this action, so stay locked in with us and make sure you follow us on Threads right now. WWE's upcoming Backlash 2026 event is set to feature a highly anticipated showdown between Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker, with several potential outcomes shaping the future of their rivalry. Analysts suggest that while Bron Breakker's current dominance makes a clean loss improbable, WWE has several creative avenues to ensure both performers advance their storylines. One possibility involves the revolutionary securing a victory for Rollins through a decisive maneuver, such as a small package or a roll-up, keeping the feud energized while providing Rollins with crucial momentum. Alternatively, the storyline could emphasize faction unity. Breakker, positioned within the Vision alongside Logan Paul and Austin Theory, might be allowed to secure the win by capitalizing on a distraction from Rollins, leading to a spear finish that reinforces the faction's cohesion and extends the narrative. For a more chaotic and intense presentation, WWE is rumored to book a brawl around the arena. This could culminate in a double countout after Breakker spears Rollins through the barricade, escalating the rivalry and setting the stage for future clashes, potentially involving the Street Profits against the Vision. Furthermore, the involvement of allies could dramatically alter the outcome. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, who recently returned to support Rollins against Theory and Paul, could intervene at Backlash to neutralize the Vision and assist Rollins in defeating Breakker. This scenario would solidify the alliance between Rollins and the tag team, potentially setting up a 6-man tag match at a future event. Conversely, the booking leans toward a decisive victory for Breakker. If WWE decides to grant Breakker a clean win, it would establish him as a major force in the company, potentially concluding the feud by cementing his current momentum. While Rollins is expected to put up a strong performance, the narrative suggests he may ultimately fall short. This outcome would firmly establish Breakker's ascendancy in the landscape of WWE. WWE has unveiled the match card and broadcast details for Backlash 2026, confirming that a high-profile clash between Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker, alongside a personal rivalry between Trick Williams and Sami Zayn, will air during the first hour of the event on ESPN2. Similar to WrestleMania 42, The initial segment of Backlash will be broadcast on ESPN2 starting at 6 p.m. ET, with the remainder of the show accessible behind the ESPN app paywall. This programming was further confirmed during Raw, where the Rollins vs. Breakker and Williams vs. Zayn bouts were identified as the opening matchups. The full card includes Iyo Sky facing Asuka, Danhausen and a mystery partner against Kit Wilson and The Miz, and Roman Reigns defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Jacob Fatu. Additionally, John Cena is set to appear at Backlash to announce significant, history-making news. The WWE provided detailed previews for the featured bouts. For Seth Rollins vs. Bron Breakker, the preview highlights a destructive feud, referencing Breakker's past actions against Rollins within the Vision and a brutal post-WrestleMania assault. For Trick Williams defending the United States title against Sami Zayn, the narrative focuses on a long-standing personal history involving a live-action gingerbread man character, culminating in a title change and subsequent violent confrontations between Zayn and the character. Williams' decision to face Zayn in a title rematch at Backlash is framed by his announcement of a funeral for the gingerbread man. The event promises a significant slate of action, beginning with these marquee matchups on ESPN2. Noi Dung Kai Tight. Trust issues and loyalty tests dominated Monday Night Raw as WWE personalities faced scrutiny regarding their allegiances and relationships. Seth Rollins was singled out for trust issues following his alignment with Paul Heyman to challenge Roman Reigns and CM Punk at WrestleMania 41. The friction intensified when Bron Breakker attacked Rollins during the show, leading to an exchange where Rollins expressed deep distrust, stating, "Nobody trusts me. You don't trust me. I don't even know you. You probably don't trust me." Rollins ultimately asserted his resolve, stating he would fight his own battles. Meanwhile, Roxanne Perez's loyalty was tested after an impromptu meeting with Finn Balor. Liv Morgan questioned Perez's discretion, demanding to know why Perez did not inform her about the meeting, suggesting a lack of transparency within the Judgment Day. Perez defended her actions, emphasizing her loyalty to the group, which was later reinforced when she assisted Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez in distracting Finn Balor during his match. The main event scene featured Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu signing their contract for a World Heavyweight Championship match at Backlash. Reigns addressed Fatu's use of the Tongan death grip, emphasizing respect for family across generations, though the match concluded with Fatu securing the victory. In other segments, newcomer Sol Ruca officially signed her contract with the Raw brand, a moment celebrated by General Manager Adam Pearce. However, Women's Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch confronted Ruca, criticizing the scheduling of her match against Iyo Sky and delivering a sharp verbal exchange. Ruca responded fiercely, challenging Lynch to a fight, signaling a new dynamic in the women's division. WWE is gearing up for another major event, and speculation is already heating up regarding the upcoming SummerSlam poster. Fans are actively dissecting potential storylines, with discussions centering on a significant schedule change for Roman Reigns. Analysis from Cinemabond suggests a comprehensive breakdown of potential 2026 Backlash predictions, including specific thoughts on how Roman Reigns' altered schedule might impact the narrative. Furthermore, the buzz surrounding the SummerSlam poster has reignited interest in the status and potential return of Brock Lesnar, indicating that major star dynamics remain a focal point for wrestling enthusiasts as the event approaches.